chat. How's it going? This is Raquel. I apologize for the skipping around. I'm just fixing some stuff here. Just getting ready here in a little bit. Ready to start. Hey Moose. Hey Scar. How's it going, guys? How's it going, guys? Let me see, where's it at? In case you're trying to find this song, it's gonna be blurred out in the playback, but it's Autumn Leaves. I like this rendition, it's really relaxing. So guys, how's it going? Alrighty. Today, I was gonna do a little bit review of what we started talking about last time. It's a long, what's it called? It's not so much a course, talking about fundamental Overwatch, but it's just a very long discussion. It's the things I've been thinking about for the longest time. I have a co-host with me. You ready to come up? Got my cat, Boots. He's here. It's we're gonna talk about fundamental Overwatch today. Oh, excuse me. Beep beep. Beep beep. Come here. So we're gonna talk about fundamental Overwatch. Just definitely not as long as last time. Just going over some of some of the last topics, and then rehash, like, kind of go to the next step in the conversation, and then play some PC Overwatch. Hopefully you guys will get to see me pop off on Genji and on PC. It's a little bit different. I'm getting used to it. So, but yeah, just to kind of get started. No, everyone's pressed for time. Are we even on the right scene? Hold on one second. Just check how things are going. This one here. Alright, so when we talked about last time, why fundamental Overwatch, why I started talking about this. The reason I bring this up is there's certain times, right, that there's times where you think a game, either in competitive ladder or tournament, it feels hopeless, right? Like fight after fight, you feel like there's nothing you can do. And how is this possible? Really, it goes back to the things we talked about before. Overwatch is chess. Overwatch is tennis. There's an economy to Overwatch. When you talk economy, there's limited... the biggest resource is time, like we talked before. Every attack gets 4 minutes or 5 minutes on 2CP. There's limited resources. You only get so many cooldowns in a match. And there's the ult charge. It's a constant... and it's really the team that invests those the best have a better shot, have more opportunities. That's one way to think about it. It's whatchamacallit. There's another aspect to that too. When you talk economy, right? You talk about a ship in the water, for example, right? It takes on water a little bit at a time, and over the course of the voyage, so much water gets on the ship, it just compounds other problems and whatnot. And that's some of the things I'm getting into in fundamental Overwatch. The things that you don't typically think about. Like, you always think, oh, the Genji, why do we have a Genji? Well, there's other things other than the Genji, why you lose a team fight, why you lose a match. And those things matter. But the thing is, too, is this applies to both teams. It's a universal constant. So that's a solace. If things feel hopeless, there's ways to turn the momentum around. And hopefully, by having a fundamental understanding of Overwatch, you first master yourself, and then you figure out how is the enemy team structured, what are they doing, and how can we take better risks, make better trades, and turn the advantage. Have I lost anyone yet? One of the other things I wanted to talk about from before, I mentioned it. I don't think I explained it really well. I've thought about it since then. I mentioned that one of the principles is team play will always be better than skill. Like, in terms of, if the enemy team has a super carry, right? You think Litter Demon on Roadhog, or just any hero, Widow, Sombra, Genji, that, especially in a tournament setup, the enemy team may even build their composition around that hero. If you're not prepared, it'll feel like overwhelming and very dominating. But one of the aspects of fundamental Overwatch is that, team play is better than skill, and there's reasons why. Going back to Overwatch's chess, every cooldown is the same. People master their heroes, but each hero has a skill floor and a skill ceiling. The better players may push the skill ceiling, but everyone has that skill floor. Was it Genji? He is high mobility but low damage until he gets Dragon Blade. You can think of the numerous ways you can counter Genji. Widow, the same, but opposite. Long range, if she can see it, she can kill it. But close range, she struggles. But what I wanted to get to specifically is for the skilled person, the carry. The fact is that so many things have to go right for them to get value. Oh, where's my clipboard here? Man. Oh man. Okay. So many things have to go right, whereas the opposing team have to do small things that can undermine the hero. We'll talk about Sombra, for example, right? You take a typical Sombra gameplay. Sombra at the beginning of a team fight, she'll place Translocator. In the middle of the brawl or the poke phase, she'll try to hack, put in some damage, and at some point she'll either have to be forced out. Later on, she's farming EMP and is getting ready and uses EMP, right? So that's the general Sombra gameplay. But so many things have to be right for Sombra to actually get away with this. Like we said before, Overwatch is a 6v6. So the times where Sombra has to translocate out, she usually throws her translocator to a health pack or in her backline. The assumption or the conditions that make that play style not viable is being very aggressive. If Sombra translocates out, that leaves the rest of the team temporarily at a 5v6. So that was abused in GOATs, and it's still applicable. Hack, especially in this double shield meta, where you don't see Sombra too much because there's just so much spam damage. Orisa feels like a Gatling gun. She's shooting all over the place. Sigma spheres have AoE damage. So anything that, damages her, any tick of damage, when she's trying to hack, cancels the hack. Her damage is low, compared to, like, Hanzo, Doomfist. She doesn't have burst damage. Her and Soldier share the same problem of being only able to chip heroes down. Getting out. She puts a translocator. She has that new buff where she can throw a new translocator even after her first one is placed down. But, there's the assumption, there's only so many places she'll put a translocator. It's either near her team or by a health pack. She's hoping someone doesn't catch that out and, like, camps it. And then farming EMP and using EMP. All it takes is one Ana or one McCree with a flashbang to stop that. So what I'm trying to say is there's if a team builds themselves around a carry, there's it's like building a glass house. And it's not a guarantee. There are certain instances where the whole team is on crack, but overall there's small things you can do. Positioning, game sense wise, abusing the factors we're talking about with Overwatch's chess. How there's strengths and weaknesses to each team comp. That you should not be your first instinct to coming up against a carry shouldn't be there's nothing we can do, or go to your DPS and be like, why aren't you doing anything? It's a team effort, but it's critical to accept this first. All right. Let me go to current slide. Just to continue the conversation, what we were going about fundamental Overwatch, talking about there's the three factors of good gameplay in Overwatch. You have game sense, positioning, and mechanics. Those are the big three that are talked about. And what we talked before is game sense is this big concept. We know what positioning and mechanics are. Like positionings, don't die. If you're in a bad position, you die. You have no value. Mechanics, it's that skill, that training, those hours of comp, knowing how to kill things. You could be in the best position, but if you don't have the skill, to get the elims, or to do, the specific tech, like Genji's one-hit combo, having that practice, that's like repetition for mechanics. But then there's so much more to Overwatch than those two things. And that stuff we clump under game sense. And what I'm trying to do is build that out. Build that out. Game sense, we talked about, having positive comms. Ult tracking. Ult tracking lets you know what the enemy's plan is. That it tells you what your plan should be to counter that. That's crucial. Target focus, that just goes to efficiency and being aware with recon. Being thorough, using all the information you have all the time, not rushing to failure. One of the things these have in common, what's it called? Is the biggest resource. The most important resource is time. That's what game sense essentially builds to. Like game sense, it's about knowing timing, like knowing. Not just knowing positioning, but where to position at a specific time, knowing the conditions, where the enemy's at, where I need to be, and then when this happens, do this. Game sense is knowing what timing is, and then knowing what that timing means. But all these things we pointed out above here are important as well. Oops. All positive comms, ult tracking, target focus, and recon. It's all important, but not everything is important all the time. And it's knowing what are the most important things is game sense. With time, the team that uses their resources the best have the best use of time. And with time comes tempo. And when you compare two teams, you're really looking in a map. Team A on attack, Team A on defense. You're really looking at who has a better tempo, and I'll show you here in a second. So this is the last. This should be the last slide, and then we can go to questions. Did I bore you guys yet to sleep in chat? Anything I'm saying not making sense? Alrighty, I'll just continue on. So we talked Overwatch is like tennis. You have team fights within a map, which lead to cap points. Cap points, and it recycles back and forth. Eventually, someone wins the map, and they win the map in that like overtime setting. So when you're in game, we talked the 4 phases of the team fight. You have the poke phase, brawl, and then cleanup. This is like the very first team fight. And then what happens, the subsequent team fights afterwards, you have that poke phase again after everyone's regrouped. They plan their ultimates, use ultimates. They brawl on the point to, clutch it out. And then it's clean up again, cleaning up the staggers and whatnot. And then overtime is just a one long brawl. I think Jane calls it a devolved fight, where you'll have like the main tank on one side goes down and the main healer on the other side goes down, and it's just it's chaos. And it really comes to skill. It comes to a lot of factors, luck, but at some point someone clutches. The way to view this, what we're talking about here, with regards to tempo, is the enemy has a tempo. The enemy in these phases is doing the following actions. The enemy during poke phase, neutral phase, they're rolling out with their rollout plan in, let's say, control center like Lijiang Towers or Nepal. The enemy, they've scrimmed 1,000 games and they have their own plan. They know which way they're going. They know which way they're rolling out to. They're doing recon. They're pressing tab or the PlayStation button, at 15 seconds to see, all right, here's what they no shit have. All right, they have Pharah, they have Widow. They see the lineup. They see now in the neutral phase what the threats are. They commit during the brawl phase. They've figured out the enemy composition, and they're like, all right, this is the plan. We commit straight to point. This is do or die in the commit phase. And then after the first sets of elims, you get into the cleanup phase, where it's, all right, we demech the diva. All right, let's stagger her. We cap the point and we kill her at the last minute, or the mercy at the last minute. And then they set up in a good position for the next attack, for the next team fight. Hopefully getting an early pick, so that forces the enemy team to go back to spawn, regroup again without even touching the point. All this time, they're building ults and setting up for their ults. Making sure they have the right cooldowns, giving Zarya time to confirm, all right, I have Bubble. I'll give Bubble to Pharah for Barrage. They set up, follow, and execute the ults in the ult phase. And then Brawl is just follow up, cleaning up whoever's left, and then either, based on that, they either stagger, just like in the first fight, stall for time if they're on defense, or if the point's already capped, just dying and getting back and regrouping. And then in the overtime, those last clutch seconds, they're doing target focus, and they're focusing healers or having the right target selection. And if the enemy team does this, as I talked about it, it may seem hopeless. It may seem that, nothing is going right. So for the friendly side, what do? What you have to do is you see how the game is structured. The game is structured like this because, ult economy, if you have to change heroes, that messes up the ult economy. If someone wins a team fight, they're 5v6, that person who dies first doesn't get ult charge, while the other people are doomed to die anyways. That starts the ult imbalance. And we go back to what we talked last time about not just OODA loop, but ult cycle. Ryan gets Shatter. Next uses a set of DPS or ults to get those remaining ults back. Use another set and rinse and repeat. So you're stuck in this loop. You either get Shattered or you get Grab Barrage, or fill in whatever comp. And the way. Oops. And I'm sorry. So how do you break that cycle? And that goes into the next lesson here, but it just sets up for a discussion. It is a cycle, and when you see it as a wheel, you can break the wheel. You do things that are unexpected. You take control of the tempo. You use mechanics like aggression, where to defend, how to defend, where to attack, how to attack. You use all of these as a basis for trades. Like you're trading time for space, you're trading ults for time, and we can go it'll be the next time we do this in part 3. We'll talk about the different scenarios. We'll talk about payload maps versus 2CP maps, and there's fundamental factors about those maps. You know, with the spawned instances that tell you which traits are optimal and whatnot. Do I have any questions so far in chat? I feel like I breezed through this. I rewatched my videos. I feel like I talk too fast. It's just like we said, I you think at 48 words a minute, 48 thoughts a minute. You don't speak that fast. Yeah. Well, if there's no questions, I mean we'll just play in Overwatch. Let's see. It's all good. Did you get to play tonight, Scar? I didn't see you. Were you on a different account? Yeah, I've been trying to find a whatchamacallit. Whatchamacallit. Oh, okay. My bad, I didn't see you. I saw Crace, I saw, oh, what's his name? Alrighty, my bad. I don't know if you can see my setup. I've taken up like a... Let's see. Like a setup like Pine. Like, here's my my monitor. And I'm like playing like with my keyboard facing the monitor. Like the Koreans do. Let's see. How much time do I have on Overwatch? Oh. Let's see. Yeah. I only have like 3 hours. Oops. 3 hours on PC. It's a whole different game almost. Like a lot of the stuff carries over. But like, I don't know, like being able to control like precisely where you can aim, it's just game changing. Oh, what I was looking for. I was looking for the thing that lets you show what keys I'm pressing. Like it's like a display, an overlay. Man, I can't find it. That never changes. Oh man, I didn't have dash. Oh, my bad. Yeah, I'm trying to find it. I know there's one too for PS4. Donkey? Match chat is wild too in quick play on PC. Ah, man. Carlton Banks. Oh, no. My bad. Let's see. Does my Ana even have Nano? She does. Oops. If only I was close enough. Woo! Woo! Oh, nice. Nice, man. Go for it, Scar. Oh, man. You might have missed it. I had a 4K. Oh, boy. I'm dead. Yeah, no, that's good though, Scar. That's good. That's you're getting a security for yourself. Ah, man, that's crazy. So you're like working, and then they put you in school too? Like is that OJT or like a? All I can do is stall. Oh, okay. They put you out of school. I see. The hog's AFK. I may get out of that. No, we don't have an Ana. Sorry, I was inting. Oh wow, yeah, that's crazy. waiting a month for a start date, like it's one of those things, right? Like first impressions. Like if they're gonna be flaky from the beginning, you know, who knows, you know, if that's like an exception to how they are or just like how they really are. Ah, man. I'm just distracted. Hold on 1 second. Am I gonna get the ult? Yep. Where's our healer? The Lucio. He's on point. It's so much easier. It's so much easier on PC. Everything. Because you can do so many things at once. On, Oops. Oh, where's my deflect? I think, oh, I used it on the Roadhog. What? Oh, that's not, did they pay you, like, they cut you $3 an hour from what they initially got you? Yeah, that's sus. Yeah, exactly. Working in Detroit, a company you don't trust, messing up, you know, the hiring actions and the pay. Oh man, that's 3 strikes too many. Hello? Oh boy. I'm dead. Moras are so much easier to deal with. Oh, I got an achievement. Oh, I just finally been to all the maps. Oh. Oh, nice, yeah. Yeah, definitely leverage that degree. Yeah, check out the play of the game. Thank you. And then I got the Hanzo too. Oh, that stinks. Oh. So for leveling... Let's see. For leveling up, it is faster to endorse people because you get that 50 XP. Oh man, so your degree's in social media? That's pretty good. It's huge now. Everything's on social. Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of positions. Like every company has a social media position. Oh, digital media. Yeah, yeah. Social media, film. All right. Yeah, those are important skills. Yeah, everyone needs those. I mean, every company needs those. Yeah, it's Pog. Yeah, and hopefully you get a good job that like you said combines your knowledge that you already have. Um, Combines your knowledge, is fun, and doesn't treat you like um, like a second, like an afterthought. My girlfriend, um, my girlfriend's a flight attendant for China Airlines, and she has two of those three. So she has a nice job. She's a flight attendant. She gets to travel. Um, it's what she loves doing. Oh, okay. Mostly on the if you feel like doing it, and it rounds you out too. Yeah, I got to do whatchamacallit. Oh, no, never mind. That's a dumb story. I mean my story. But my girlfriend, she just her company sucks. Like China Airline, they like really trash their employees. It's like a different standard over there for the work ethic. Like here in America, if you fly on an airline, right? Like flight attendants, they're like protected by law. Like everything they say is a lawful order. But over there, it's more of a the companies, the flight, the the airlines, the airline companies. It's just another company. It's like they're competing with other airlines, so they'll take flack from their customers, more so. Um, yeah, it kind of stinks, but she's trucking along. Do you have a LinkedIn, Scar? Oh. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I feel bad. Yeah, yeah. I there's some parts of LinkedIn that are like pay that just all it does is just bump your like your search up in the listings. But if you get the free version, it's still a good way to market yourself. All your skills and abilities. Cause yeah, exactly. Like you build your like a portfolio. Oh man, once we start, Solar Select and Honesty, once we start getting our name out there, getting big, we may come to you, Scar. We may need help. Uh, once we get the revenue going to pay you appropriately. Yeah, it's big. Social media, it's grown. Like even so just disclosure. I mean, I'm in the army, and even in the army, like you think there's like everything's G14 classified. No, everything is all about putting it on social, getting what's it? What's that term called? Exposure. Not interaction. Hits. Pretty much getting hits. Getting the message out there. Yeah, it's very important even for the army. Let's see, Widow. Not pushing payload. Who's this? I feel like I'm... Alright, awesome, yeah. I'll talk with Crace. Yeah, we'll definitely need it here in the very near future. Oops. Uh-oh. It's stuck. Yeah. Let's see. You see the, once I get that, keyboard, display overlay, you can see, like, me just, like, smashing that E button. Like, we all have individual, Twitter accounts and social media, but, like, we get to a point where, like, we win championships and everything. We'll need, like, team... Like, Honesty, whatchamacallit? Honesty Twitter, Honesty, Honesty Facebook, Honesty Instagram. Stuff where we can, play of the Jeff. Play of the Jeff. I've never heard that. Is that like a... I don't know the crouch, but... E. Oh, nice. Oops. Well, they used all their CC on me, so... Yeah, exactly. No, exactly. That's what I mean, is, like, once we get to the point where we're winning tournaments and we have the cash... Where's our... We have a Mercy, right? Couldn't find her. Yeah, exactly. It is, you know, time is money. Yeah, it definitely wouldn't be for free. That's what I mean. It's, once we get to a better... Everything financial... Leave me alone. I haven't had a lot of luck playing Pharah. Probably something I should... Where'd Moira go? Ah, that's her. It's because his Moira can't die. Achievement unlocked. Hey, level 10. GG. How's it going? Who else is in chat? Let's see, where's my cat? Oh, it's... No. Let's see...
Justice ain't gonna dispense itself. Easy. That'll learn you.
I feel like I didn't get it left vertical or horizontal. One of the things I learned from like watching other streamers is that you're not really aiming. You're keeping whatchamacallit. You're keeping whatever you're aiming at centered on the screen. It sounds like the same thing, but it's different. Let's see. This guy's been on forever. Nope. Yeah. I'll turn it all the way off. Oh man, I'll I'll give it a try. I'm not too confident. I'm still... Oh. Oh boy. Shit. I don't know. Oh, there it is. My bad. I didn't know the buttons for Fan the Hammer. Oh boy. I win. I'm still getting used to left trigger, left click, right click. Oops. Okay, let's reload. Oh boy. And I'll... Damn it. I feel like I should just unbind that button. Unbind right click. I've been trying to check the enemy team stats. Fuck. Nope. Nope. I mean, look at that. He's like strafing left and right, jumping. I gotta get my flicks right. Hello? I had to do it to... Oh. If I remember right, I got like the first point... Well, I killed like 2.5? People use their ults already, but... Oh jeez. Did not see the trap there. I helped. Alrighty, let me try another hero. Tracer. I thought I found a... Oh, okay. Get out of there. I didn't have a full clip when I was done meleeing. Where'd Lucio go? Shit. I don't have any clicks. Blinks. Damn it. I hope you didn't come for amazing gameplay. It's just different. Yeah, stay on this until... I guess I'll just stay on it here until I farm ult. so I can get used to it. Alright, that's reload. Let's go. Let's go. Ah, no, I didn't. I was trying to contest. Still not comfortable with Tracer, like blinking to the left and right. You got those headshots. Just trying to pressure around, trying to get to the Zen. Nope. Alright. Warmed up. Like. Hello? Oh, the Genji. I was too focused on getting the soldier. Dang. Oh. Can Ash touch? No. Ash chose not to touch. That's fine. Dude, I could play though. No, I did not. Ah, dang. Oh. This is like, what's it called? Endorsement inflation? I'm just spamming endorsements to, Man. In order to level up faster. How much more? So I need 15 more levels. At level 2000, or at level 20, each level is 20,000. So 100,000 after level 20. And then I think it goes up 500. Calculator. Ah. About 150,000. So 350,000 more XP. Makes sense. Give Ash a try. That's pretty low. Should be about like 10k. Should have a whole bunch of what's it? Solo kills 60. Eliminations 385. Oops. 385. 60 divided by 385. So about 1 in 6 elims is a solo kill. Less than 1 in 6. I should have thrown it. Oh, what is that? I think I could be plat. I think I could make it to plat. PC. Oh boy. Oops. I say that and I shoot myself with my own dynamite. Oops. I need to get what's that game Osu? Gosu. The oops, miss. Hello? I'll go hit scan, but headshots are not my thing. Oh. I swore he would have hit the run first. Oh. Rename myself the Body Shot Bandit. Yellow. Did it go far enough? Wait, Bob's not on there? Oh, I thought Bob... Oh, the Lucio booped him off. Yeah, it's fine. Alright,
I will protect the innocent.
Oops. It's the Bastion. Oops.
Back into the fray. Get back.
I should be back in. No, did not bump him off. Nope, could not flick to the widow. I contested though.
Raptora systems online.
Hello? Man, I thought I would have got her. Oh well.
Back online.
I gotta feather a spacebar better.
Clearing the area.
Shoot, shoot, shoot. There's no healing here. Health pack over here.
Much better. Get back.
Wow. Let's see. Gotta find the widow. Widow to grapple back up. I swore her name was Crace.
Move back. Justice reigns from above.
Oh boy. Oh, he came up the stairs. I thought he was coming up main. Okay. Who next?
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
Time to become litter. Oh. It's so weird. Like, having everything on shift? Having everything on shift uses your pinky. Like, you never use your pinky playing console. That's like your hook. That's like Genji Dash. That's Tracer's Blink. Oh. Not the best gameplay. I apologize. Still fun. Heyo. Oops. Man, one day we'll get to level 25, go and comp. Everyone in chat doing alright? I can play some, like, you know, non-copyrighted music. Check the mixer on that. The crossover from PS4 to PC hasn't been bad at all. Like, I've been only playing for like a week, maybe? Really, the weirdest thing is using your pinky for shift. I do have this Logitech G203. It's got these, I don't know if you can see that. These, like, extra buttons on the side. The top one I use for melee. Let me see. The top one I use for like melee, and then the bottom one I use for reload. That just frees up a lot more buttons on the keyboard. See, with my wrist I can do a 360. Like, it's so easy. Man, we're running straight dive. Pog. Two. Oh boy. We dive! We dive these. Oh no! Man, that's fine. We're like running dive into anti-dive. It's supposed to be, that's how it's supposed to end up. Bait them to the point. I pressed Q! I was just trying to bait them! Damn it. Oh well. Mercy. Someone's gonna EMP. This is like the intro. The playlist is the intro for every YouTube video. We don't go that way. Our D.Va bomb yet? No, not yet. Oh, nice. Just got a 3K. That's good, I died. Needed to respawn. Regroup with my team. Each hero has like a tech that you got debated. Baited. Oh, my team would do something. Fuck. Sorry, ever gonna use graph? There it is. Let's go! Beaten, man. I cleaned up the fight as Winston though. That's fine. We are going up against like, where's my mouse? Hello? Hello? There it is. Is dive viable? Yes. I think people sleep on dive too much because they see it played badly. The majority of people play it badly, so they see the majority of times it's run, it doesn't work out. But when it's played right, when like all the cooldowns are in the right order, it's a terror. Hopefully one of the streams I can do, I can go over dive. Show when dives go good, show when dives go bad. Hello. Hi, Boots. We have activated Boots' camera. This is my cat, Boots. Oops. Oh boy. There's a health pack over here somewhere.
That's much better.
There you go. Yeah, that's right. All that real estate's for you, Boots. Oops. There we go.
Healed up.
Yeah, she's all in my my mouse pad area. She's like she's eating my mouse. No, 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 no.
That's much better.
No. There you go. There you go. I have like a 3-inch by 3-inch workspace now. Let's see. I want to go Reaper. Let's try Send. No problem, cuz. And I hope I didn't show my camera, show you guys my like dinner trash. I don't know what the spray button is. Yeah. Oh. Get out of my face! God, everyone's ganging up on me. I gotta hit the edge though. And I was like so close. There you go.
No one can hide from my sight.
Can I get some peel? Hello? The Reaper? I'm gonna do it. When Genji blades, I'm gonna press Q. Oops. Man, I don't know. Ah, damn. I don't know if I should save. Well, it looks like it's not gonna matter. Genji's gonna blade right here, right now. No. He did! He did! Loser. Gotta practice if I'm playing Zen.
No one can hide from my
We're just gonna have Death Blossom. Come on, guys, group up. DPS, do something. There you go. Yeah, that's pretty. There's not a lot of Reaper shield or Run shield. Not a lot of damage. Man, they're gonna have Blade and Death Blossom. Nice. Man, I wanted to go Lucio. That's fine, I'll stay. I will wait to regroup. How'd that come up the stairs? I would have been fine. Oh boy. I don't believe. Oh well. I think I got let's see, till I get into, got one more game in me and call it for a night. Vibe with me. We gotta finish strong. Let's get the win. We'll end it on the last win. Alright, we got a Roadhog. Tree. Oops. Not leave. Just cancel. Gotta be able to clutch those. Had the soldier dead to rights. They played me. They kited me, right? No. That's one of the things I was doing wrong before. That someone corrected me on. Was that I would ult in a, Ooh. That's sexy. I would ult in a, already won fight. Oh. Fuck. Oh my, he was so lucky! He wasn't trying to nade me, he was trying to jump out of there. Bullshit. That McCree messed up. Who went over here? Ah. The first reaction to like getting shot by a widow isn't like the jump up in the air and then be like, alright, where's the widow? And start looking for her. Oh, we're gonna clutch this? We clutch these? I have the weirdest mouth expressions. I apologize. This is kind of straining though. My shoulders are kind of feeling whatchamacallit? Sore.
No one can hide from my sight.
Whew! Clutched it out. So many things went wrong. So many things went wrong for them. They were BMing. The Lucio used beat the BM. What? How? Oh, he got sniped. Oh boy. There's a health pack on this side here. Hawk. Oh my god. Nope. Oh. See, there's a pump. Man. It's alright, run away, bitch. Not the prettiest. Not the prettiest clean elims, but
No one can hide from my sight.
wow. How'd that not get the dash reset from the McCree? Damn. Alright, we did it. GG. Yes! Ended on a high note. Alright. Alright. Alright, did it. Alright, I appreciate you guys hanging out all the time you can. Yeah, check me out on Twitter, NorCal_4G. And you'll see when I post next time. Hopefully this weekend can do some kind of music, what's it called? Just like last weekend, play some Overwatch comp and substitute some music in there, like me playing the piano. We'll see. Alright. I will catch you guys next time.